Chapter 11. The most valuable thing on the body of the fierce spotted snake is its blood. As for the snake skin, although it's also worth thousands of yuan, Yi Tian can't take it away alone, and it's very troublesome to cut the skin. Mo Xiaobei and the others estimated that they would soon find this place, and it was impossible for him to stay here for too long. The beast-spotted snake kept crawling over there before it died. Could it be that there's something good over there to treat its injuries? Yi Tian looked over. His expression changed. Not far away, a stalactite hung upside down at the top of the cave, and a drop of liquid substance dripped onto a stone trough, which had accumulated a small layer. This liquid substance emitted a faint white light, and at a glance, it was not an ordinary thing. What? 100-year-old stone stalactites and 1,000-year-old stone stalactites are often mentioned in novels. Is this thing? Yi Tian guessed. However, he didn't know much about such treasures, and he just guessed based on the content of the novels in his previous life. But in any case, this thing must be a good thing. Thereupon, Yi Tian took out his last kettle, poured out all the remaining water in it, came to the stalactite, and put the remaining stalactite, let's call it that, into the kettle one by one. The stalactite isn't much, and it's estimated that it has been eaten a lot by the fierce spotted snake, so it only contains a small half of the kettle. Looking at the stalactites and the stalactites slowly accumulating on it, Yi Tian had a plan in his heart. At this rate, at most 1 drop of stalactone a day. I can't wait, but I can't let other students get it. I can only destroy it, Yi Tian said ruthlessly. So, he pointed the iron knife at the stalactite and slashed down, and soon cut off the entire stalactite, and then did some means to cover up the place. Stalactites can be born here, and there may be more precious treasures in the rock layer, but the rock layer is too strong for me to open now, and I will explore it later, Yi Tian said regretfully, after almost erasing his traces, and then gouging out the eyes of the fierce spotted snake. Yi Tian left the cave. Less than 10 minutes after Yi Tian left, a group of students chased after him all the way along the bloodstains of the fierce spotted snake. When they arrived at the cave, they were dumbfounded. The beast is dead, a warrior exclaimed. Damn! Someone gouged out the eyes of the beast 1 step ahead. That's 1,000 points, Mo Xiaobei said angrily. The other students were also extremely angry. They had been busy for so long, all of them were injured, and many students had died, but now they were taken first. Oh no, the blood of the beast's heart has also been taken away, and only ordinary beast blood remains. Another martial artist shouted, Fierce beast blood, spotted snake eyes. The 2 most important things were all taken away, and although the entire fierce beast corpse was still worth some money, Mo Xiaobei and the others didn't care about a fierce beast corpse at all, turned around, and left. However, this fierce beast corpse was very valuable to those ordinary martial artists, and they divided it one by one. There are many caves in Ono district, and Yi Tian quickly found a small cave, killed the beasts in the cave, and occupied the cave. Now, he has obtained the eyes of the fierce spotted snake, which is worth 1,000 points, and for the remaining day and a half, he doesn't need to hunt beasts at all, because he has won first place steadily. But he didn't want to waste time either, and he was going to practice here. With so much beast blood, I don't know how much it can increase my strength. Yi Tian was looking forward to it. He took a sip of the blood of the fierce beast, and immediately used the forging method to cultivate. Boom! The blood of the fierce beast turned into a stream of energy, and along with the action of the forging method, it began to refine Yi Tian's body, accelerating the increase in strength. Soon, the 18 actions were completed, and the energy of the beast's blood was basically exhausted. Yi Tian carefully sensed the changes in his body, and was immediately overjoyed. Nearly 4 times the cultivation speed. This is just low-level fierce beast blood. If it is an intermediate-level fierce beast blood to assist cultivation, wouldn't the effect be even more rebellious? No wonder many people are not talented, but they become martial artists at the age of 20 or 30, and even elite martial artists. They should rely on a large amount of fierce beast blood, Yi Tian guessed. After drinking another sip of the fierce beast blood, Yi Tian continued to cultivate. He is a medium cultivation talent, so the absorption effect of fierce beast blood is far beyond that of ordinary people. If it is a primary cultivation talent, it is not bad to be able to increase the cultivation speed by 2 times. With the blood of the fierce beast, Yi Tian's growth speed far surpassed that of others. In the blink of an eye, a few hours passed. At this time, Yi Tian found that he had already performed the body forging method 10 times, but it seemed to be. My body isn't so tired. Could it be that I can still perform the body forging method again? Think about it, do it. Yi Tian practiced the body forging method again, and found that he had really cultivated it easily, and there was absolutely no damage to his body. I understand. The reason why ordinary people can only practice the body forging method 10 times is because the energy of the human body is limited, and transitional cultivation is to overdraw the potential in the body. But with the blood of the fierce beast, it is different. The blood of the fierce beast replaces the energy of the body, so you can practice the forging method many times. 10 times is far from the limit. I can even practice 20 times, or even 30 times. Yi Tian said excitedly. Maybe this secret is not a secret to the martial artists, but no one has revealed it to the martial artists, mainly because it is difficult for the martial artists to obtain the blood of the fierce beast, and the fierce beast blood required by the martial artists for their own cultivation is not enough, so it is naturally impossible to make this secret public, otherwise countless martial disciples will go crazy. Even in a large family, it is simply unrealistic to supply a large amount of fierce beast blood to a martial artist. Ha ha ha. This amount of fierce beast blood is enough for me to cultivate for 2 days. Maybe by the end of the trial, I will be able to increase my strength to 400 caddies. Yi Tian clenched his fists and said secretly, "Continue to practice." And when Yi Tian was cultivating, the outside world was in chaos. In order to get more points, many martial artists snatched each other for a better ranking, but these martial artists did not dare to kill, otherwise the punishment would be very serious, and no one knew whether there were hidden martial artists in secret. But even so, the weak warriors were unlucky, and the hard-earned materials were snatched away one by one. In the blink of an eye, the 3-day trial was coming to an end. At this time, a famous warrior walked out of the Ono area. Chapter 12. Zhang He, 10 points. Li Yu, 15 points. Bao Lei, 23 points. Shui Hai, 0 points. The teacher who calculated the points looked at Shui Hai, who was injured, and obviously guessed the reason. Shui Hai must have been robbed of his materials and beaten severely, which is why he got 0 points. However, for such a thing, he had no sympathy. He deserved to be robbed if he lacked strength. Li Yanxing, 195 points. When Li Yanxing's points were announced, the students of the second academy were proud. After all, Li Yanxing was from their second academy, and that was the pride of the second academy. Cut, it's only 195 points. With such a result, you deserve to challenge me? Mo Xiaobei walked out of the small field area and looked at Li Yanxing with a sneer. Immediately, he took out his harvest, one by one, 3 large bags. The scoring teacher carefully calculated Mo Xiaobei's harvest and reported a shocking score. Mo Xiaobei, 427 points. So many? Li Yanxing's face changed, and he immediately said coldly, "You must be robbing someone else." "That's what I'm capable of." Mo Xiaobei sneered. Li Yanxing's face turned red, and he didn't know how to refute it. Wow, 427 points. Mo Xiaobei should be the first. Among the 5 geniuses of the first academy, Mo Xiaobei's strength is the strongest, and even saying he's the #1 martial artist in our Linhai base isn't too much. There should be no one who has obtained more points than him. You don't know yet? There was a fierce spotted snake in the Ono area, and that spotted snake was besieged and seriously injured by many warriors, but in the end, someone got it cheaply. And that spotted snake is worth 1,000 points. Who got the beast spotted snake's eyeballs? The beast's eyeballs alone are enough to get first place. This is good luck. Although luck is good, this was snatched from the hands of many martial artists. Mo Xiaobei and the others are crazy. If that person really dares to exchange the eyes of the fierce beast and the spotted snake for points, his identity will be exposed, and he will definitely offend Mo Xiaobei and others. Tisk, the first reward is 3 intermediate beast blood and 100,000 yuan. If you offend Mo Xiaobei, you'll be offended. And Mo Xiaobei would dare to do it in the Linhai base? He doesn't dare to do it, but Mo Xiaobei is a member of the Mo family in the Linhai base, and casually making some trouble for that person is enough to make that person regret it. Mo Xiaobei didn't care about the other people's conversations. His eyes stayed on the entrance. HMPH, I don't believe that you are willing to give up the title of #1. Once I know your identity, you will wait for death. Mo Xiaobei's eyes showed a fierce light, and he said secretly. Just as the allotted time was about to end, a teenager walked out of the Ono area with a large bag and a small bag on his back. The boy was Yi Tian. Teacher, this is my gain. Please do the math. Yi Tian handed the big bag and the small bag to the teacher, who calculated the points, and said with a smile. The scoring teacher opened the bag, carefully calculated, and said, a total of 163 points. That's not a small number of points, and it's almost in the top 10. Teacher, I still have a copy of the material in my hand. Yi Tian took out the eyes of the fierce spotted snake. As soon as the eyes of the fierce spotted snake appeared, a faint beast power emanated from the eyeballs. The eyes of the fierce spotted snake were actually obtained by you. The scoring teacher looked at Yi Tian in surprise. This material counts as 1,000 points, and your total score is 1,163 points. Phew, swoop, swoop, SSS. A series of cold eyes swept towards Yi Tian. Who are you who dare to rob our beast-spotted snake eyeballs? Mo Xiaobei asked coldly. Mo Xiaobei's younger brother leaned in and whispered, Boss, he seems to be a student of the 5th Academy. 5th Academy? When Mo Xiaobei heard this, he was even more annoyed. The students of the 5th Academy were just scum in his eyes, and they dared to take away the eyes of the fierce spotted snake and the blood of the fierce beast from his hands. This was tantamount to slapping him in the face, and it was also a slap in the face of the 1st Academy. Although he doesn't necessarily need the blood of an intermediate beast in his identity, after all, he can step into the martial arts level at any time, and when the time comes, his status in the family will be higher, and there are many ways to obtain the blood of the beast. But he lost face, which he couldn't bear. It's funny to snatch your fierce spotted snake eyeballs. The fierce beasts in the small field area are not your family. I can hunt them naturally when I see them, and what I hunt is mine. Yi Tian said. He wasn't afraid of offending Mo Xiaobei. As long as he obtained the blood of an intermediate fierce beast, with his talent, he could definitely be promoted to the martial artist level in a short period of time, and he could continue to copy his talent, and his future achievements were far from being comparable to Mo Xiaobei. Besides, at the Linhai base, Mo Xiaobei would give him some small means at most, but if Mo Xiaobei dared to go too far, he would let Mo Xiaobei know what regret was. Mo Xiaobei also knew that it was useless to say more, so he glared at Yi Tian fiercely, and dropped a sentence, Boy, you wait and see. The others also looked at Yi Tian unpleasantly, but they didn't say anything, because they knew that Mo Xiaobei would deal with Yi Tian, so they just waited quietly. The trial was over. Yi Tian got 3 copies of mid-level fierce beast blood and 100,000 yuan as he wished. At this time, it was the 3rd day of the end of the trial. In the past 3 days, Yi Tian did not take the blood of the intermediate fierce beast, but consolidated his foundation and completely refined the remaining low-level fierce beast blood in his body. The blood of the fierce spotted snake had been completely depleted, and in exchange for a significant increase in strength. According to calculations, Yi Tian's current strength is about 420 caddies, which can be regarded as a mid-level martial artist. But that's not enough. I don't know how many times the increase brought by the blood of the intermediate fierce beast. Yi Tian looked at the mid-level fierce beast blood in the small bottle and muttered. He didn't dare to swallow this medium-grade fierce beast blood in one gulp, but only took a small sip. Boom! The power brought by the blood of the middle-level fierce beast is extremely violent, far more terrifying than the blood of the low-level fierce beast, but the benefits are also far stronger than the blood of the low-level fierce beast. Yi Tian endured the severe pain, and had to perform the forging method over and over again. The concept of time had completely disappeared from his mind, and his body seemed to instinctively perform the forging method. Finally, Yi Tian felt that the energy of the blood of the intermediate fierce beast was almost exhausted, so he slowly stopped. I actually practiced the body forging method 8 times just now? Yi Tian felt very surprised. Cultivating the body forging method 8 times in one breath, this was something he didn't dare to try in the past, otherwise his body would definitely be broken. But he completed it with the assistance of the blood of the intermediate fierce beast, and he was full of energy. He sensed the change in strength and calculated the amplification effect of the mid-level fierce beast's blood. 8-fold cultivation increase. Yi Tian judged. If he had been able to use the intermediate level fierce beast blood to cultivate, he would even be able to be promoted to the martial artist level within a month. The auxiliary cultivation effect of the intermediate level fierce beast blood is terrifying.